20 years ago, we brought to you Life or Death by the Great Deity Dah. 20th anniversary. Here goes some music for y'all. Check me out.
No Negro leaders have fought for civil rights. They have begged the white man for civil rights. They have begged the white man for freedom. And anytime you beg another man to set you free, you will never be free. Freedom is something that you have to do for yourself. Freedom is something that you have to do for yourselves. And until the American Negro lets the white man know that we are really ready and willing to pay the price that is necessary for freedom, our people will always be walking around here second-class citizens, or what you call 20th century slaves. My personal problem is never solved as long as the problem is not solved for all of our people in this country.
It's a Great Deity Dah.
From the canals of Carlo driving through the universe. After my boss burst, electromagnetic beam burst from its monument. Seasoned by its salivary, melanin-based condiment. Exiting the penal shaft to feel like straps after bursts in the flash, so they could call me if I don't last. Surrounded by strangers in this strangers when the and stamper with the gander to switch his gender to suit their agenda. Sometimes I wonder how the herb to allow me to end a breaking triple nocturnal or Merle's diagram in a dot. Employed it once the Fahrenheit's got too hot. Travel to unravel Julius Caesar's plot. A Constantine intervene the infamous dream. A triple nocturnal or Merle's diagram in a dot. Employed it once the Fahrenheit's got too hot. Triple nocturnal or Merle's diagram in a dot. Employed it once the Fahrenheit's got too hot. Triple nocturnal or Merle's diagram in a dot. Triple nocturnal or Merle's diagram in a dot. Triple nocturnal or Merle's diagram in a dot. Employed it once the Fahrenheit's got too hot. Triple nocturnal or Merle's diagram in a dot. Employed it once the Fahrenheit's got too hot. Travel to unravel Julius Caesar's plot. A Constantine intervened the infamous dream. Impregnated Judah teens gave her magazines and M16s to ensure Romans fled the scene. From Queens that's redeemed with opticals beaming. Johnny Hawkins and Rose family tag teaming. Casually I'm on the shores gleaming. Countless times before I contained a demon. And pentagrams so the bravest man steps onto land. I open my hand and fears of Ebola I throw into his can. Call Jesus.
Protect in the name of the Most High, in the ways of the most righteous forefathers whom we call sons of light. This is a calling to all universal soldiers of purity and piousness. Air, earth, water, and fire. Protect in the name of the Most High, in the ways of the most righteous forefathers whom we call sons of light. Protect in the name of the Most High, in the ways of the most righteous forefathers whom we call sons of light. Protect in the name of the Most High, in the ways of the most righteous forefathers whom we call sons of light. Protect in the name of the Most High, in the ways of the most righteous forefathers whom we call sons of light. This is a calling to all universal soldiers of purity and piousness. Air, earth, water, and fire. Alchemy. Royal Alchemist presents for your listening pleasure. Alchemy. Royal Alchemist presents for your listening pleasure. Quiet Storm, Abdullah Noor, Ibn Noor, 720. The Great Deity Dah.
Royal Alchemist Productions.
Nothing can frighten, they're afraid to run it. Nothing can frighten, they're afraid to run it. Nothing can frighten, they're afraid to run it. Nothing can frighten, they're afraid to run and overdose biting my soul. Diagnosis states the hemorrhage, cause my blood seems contains the strongest concentration of melanin. Know how to manipulate the content under your skull plate. Dissolve the if you're not original, but I dupe in your heart rate. Your eyes pulsate, as gray matter changes physical state. Liquidates out the socket, generally better than who try to stop pockets. I rocket through galaxies with rays, disengaging limitations. I discover space stations with excessive accommodations, with confirmations. I revert the light process by inhalation of silicone. A rebel like Sly Stone, I mute to tone of monotone dictators who seek to lapidators, making Earth a crater. I aim for the equator to do carnal knowledge with Earth. Fertilize and actualize, God the world. Teleport, then report, or court on port. The meme that get maimed. Tessals for taking the name of God in vain. Death kiss to the temple area to kick up your mane. Woke up your shame, tell you your name. Sunlight on your essence to make it overly sane. Then your brain becomes a womb and your mouth bears a thought. A plot to blaze devil with a point blank.
You can't get with
shot.
these street disciples who rock the rhymes that's mega tight. Cause the mic rules us within the circumference to manifest that we be strictly gods from existence, purest essence. Hey yo, you can't get with these street disciples who rock the rhymes that's mega tight. Because the mic rules us within the circumference to manifest that we be strictly gods from existence, purest essence.
A god is worthless without a goddess, because she is necessary to manifest my thoughts in the physical aspects. So first upon deck is the great deity Dah, no to project. Is the great deity Dah, no to project. Verbal analogy you might not heard. Is the great deity Dah, no to project. 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 Verbal analogy you might not heard yet. Nothing is new under the sun except maybe this one son of humanity, filling the holes up in your mental cavity, providing clarity, serendipity as we unite to hack, tackle, and mangle the beast from every angle, dwelling among us in the capital quadrangle. With righteous sons, our ability should be ample to enter the Coliseum and unite versus this new world phenom, transform to a rap node. My son, that you can beat him. So how many soldiers do we have who are willing to play the man, the ravager, who evil quadrant, regardless of race and handsome mentions, who illuminate at 33 and 130 degrees, threatening us with fire, but we come from the sea. Don't believe? Check the web hands and feet. If you don't have the knowledge to speak.
Yo, it's the Great Deity Dah, and I'm out here with DJ Eskimo. Life or death, 20th anniversary. Let's go.
Brothers left when I got hit, yes. Brothers left when I got hit. Brothers left when I got hit, yes. Brothers left when I got hit, yes. Only rain I see are tears, beating so bad my flesh smears. Thank you, Drea Pierce. I bowed twice my years, yet the fletcher doesn't even compare. Their parents did worse to get them right here. So stars out there, hope you hear. Stop falling, hear the calling. I can't stand cause I've fallen into this war. A smooth versus raw, smooth lives make truths feel raw. I'm trapping this vessel, my birds are vain. In the same vein, to burn my desires is why I came. Hey, I wanted a name, separate from the rest. To the gods I'm blessed, just to receive stress. That combats a spark in my chest, plus a treasure chest of histories is best. Now reflects less, journeying towards least. My body creaks every time I speak.
From the central intelligence to converse with direct sales, writing grievances, hoping that justice prevails. In the yard, trading stories with friends, talking about getting back in the street, packing heat and starting again. From the central intelligence to converse with direct sales, writing grievances, hoping that justice prevails. In the yard, trading stories with friends, talking about getting back in the street, packing heat and starting again. Out from the central intelligence to converse with direct sales, writing grievances, hoping that justice prevails. In the yard, trading stories with friends, talking about getting back in the street, packing heat and starting again. I was conceived in Bed-Stuy, do it you die. My pops lusted for cash, he needed cash to get high. When he Jones, ain't nobody eased the pain in his bones. We panhandled in the street, when we came off we went home. When we went home he taught me how to cook coke, how to sift dope. The system is a lasso, but the devil needs rope. For hang yourself, help me bang myself. That shit made me stick, then watch the get thick. See master plan through time it unfolds. Save yourself from being young biddies looking old, selling they soul, selling they whole. Bury them, they body turns cold. Some say she got what she deserved, shorty was 18 years old. See it's the master plan through time it unfolds. Save yourself from being young biddies looking old, selling they soul, selling they whole. Bury them, they body turns cold. Some say she got what she deserved, shorty was 18 years old. They got slanes, 8 planes for smuggling cane to every hood across the U.S. for financial gain. They got judges that'll hang you and cops that'll pop you, bounty hunters to come get you, COs that'll lock you in the name of justice. But you know it's just us, why they went back to dust. Chico's gone, who do I trust? I tried to warn them before they died, but yo, they all died. Lay down your pride, Directive 39 coincides with the ending of privacy, beginning of rivalry. Narcotics got the whole country scrambling skirmishly.
Busting lyrics off just like a 12 gauge. Enter my stage and get played. Canines will get spayed. I'm rushing on frats just like a drug raid. So duck in the shade or try to be disguised. Meanwhile, I analyze how to sneak a surprise attack. All you see is a deep black figure who seizes you like a heart attack. Or maybe crack the bone out of your back. Paralysis, I'm enchanted like voodoo passages. Devastating stabs to my intellectual metaphors. The speed of control on your brain. It's impossible ignoring this piece of my hate. But you put on a tape. No time for just kicking it. So think of an escape. Diversion, excursion, sexual perversion. Beat on your dick, but you can't come harder than my work. Tongue is a sword, open hand, stop surgeon. Doctor, I've got medicine, I've got medicine, I've got medicine, I've got medicine.
Cybernetic attack, pierce a wall, the militant raps. I'm killing the black with my spectacular yaps. So the packs like crack when the blast was coming back. Deadly inaccurate fact, reducing double and back, inducing double and stats. Commute poisonous wax, DJs acts, ensure you feel the contact. Contest, I'm scandalous across the map. As they feel this, will this feel this. I build this authentic illness, rock the shots pop from private buildings. Residing by ghetto children, totally fulfilling what's missing.
Die. To them I say bye-bye. Let me assist your try. Suicide when you stumble upon my side of the hemide. Only remains to be demi-god, idolatry, imputed imagery and likeness. Careful with verbiage, cause you can stay. I'm ready to leave the stage. It seems to be an open opportunity to get played. So I rephrase, enter into the cage. Uno to uno and let wills be put to test. I'm not talking about your treasure chest, but what's fueled from a sun within your chest. Fingers or claws, talents without a vest. Survival will be the best. Loser gets a comfy nest and a trip to the other side. Some pray to get inside. Hypocrisy, ambiguity is what homicides the black community. I'd rather bring my infantry to follow me closely, yet trust thee and erupt into thee. Force fields of adversaries, some discard the magnitude and maintain a facade is merry. You gotta eliminate the opposition, for no one could compromise in the present position out of equality and freedom of justice for all. So I make the call and ensure eternal fall. In the lower planes, I'm not to blame. Charge it to the game. I'm ready to kill. Normally foregone, most will blow the foghorn to a larger demonic swarm of my impending swarm with storm, radical beyond the norm, with rapper woman love lorn and patience worn thin. It's worse than sin to begin meddling with what I'm peddling. You just sagging on my race, the points where it's taken to the stage, but it stays. Vibers disengage, audience moves out the way in a chaotic manner. The DJ stammer security barrages discarded manners upon an optical scanner, flooded and permanently shut. Massive concussive force erupt. Speaker blow up in front of chicken that struts by not trapping the cut, rippering up. But melee is never enough to satisfy intensive desire to rectify. Remove stars, respect us don't illuminate. With clouds and now in place over the hip hop world.
This is the God Dah smooth, manifesting himself in organic essence. Nice little mellow groove. Swing your head to, alright? Check it. Get these while sneaking the back in like a weasel. Opponents artificial, so to me there are no equals of peoples, organisms, creatures or preachers. Whatever you are to feature, then proceed you to know that
Dapper, an happy-headed underground rapper.
It's the
Dapper, an happy-headed underground rapper. 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 Dapper, an happy-headed underground rapper.
The rugged scientist, synonymous with his alchemist. Many have a dying wish, so they fable like fine fish. As the mistakes, I claim my thoughts using a bit. Won't easy for me to glance at when I choose to spit. My veins almost ripped, wrists nearly cracked. Said I seduced a female, so most thought I was with. Misogynist, nah, divine state is my home, but I feel evicted. Maybe my stare shifted due to the actions of wicked. The wicked fades to flame sea got extinguished. I combat with English, sharp on my blades with anguish. Surgical necessity, but foolishly use the bandage. I'm at a grand age with figures that extend beyond the wall. Birth was in a ball, optically too small. If a man is to stand, knowing I just fall, then how do I justify to myself the point of it all? But where do black males rank? As I observe in my memory banks, jewels I have creation to thank. See, the cycle of the moon is in tune with the moon, but us solar entities take it for granted and just assume. See, many satellites go for power before being in tune. Modifications to component during puberty stages of sentient intelligence thinking doom. For males presume, then perforate the female gender, only to think she has an alter agenda. Your body feels like a blender, several modifications, and before you know it, now gestation, a vehicle for procreation, a tool to strengthen the Nubian nation. But the patron aborts mission, so the matron either decides their creation, gives it up to vultures waiting, bearing the weight of implementation of cheap lab fee and cubicles to hold degree. Ideas oscillate, my membrane like atoms, lights and fractions, salutes appear like nuclear reactions. Wordplay is my forte, enjoy it more than foreplay. Play stages where my face is here's a quote in case of gunplay. Boom, boom, ruination of congregations of fools, barricading creative creation with messages from Satan. Reshaping spherical particles, radioactivity at the North Pole, extinguish the inferno, diamond in the rough like coal. Soul ball seeds, thoughts used, mutation, annihilation of characters coming with whack a flavor to the batter. Banter, a propaganda, like Barry Arcana, cranials, decrease, pole, receive, a radical, square rim, misplaced, universal assault, the beat down, but demonic harmonies and being held in the siege. Prophets reveal the photo occurrences. Devil disciples rebel, cause the truth got them trapped in the purgatory cell. The dweller reveals the nature they toxins they couldn't get me to sell. Tip the scale to full propel. With justice, God's excel. It's hell. This life as a righteous black male. Wanting to overthrow the system, but my people scream they will fail. Well, let's try. As long as my breath heats up, tone electrifies the sky while I journey through canals, illusionary to adversaries, receive the holy grail, then return to making blades, engage with my bays, consummate deceits will upstage, fabricates with knowledge of glory days. In my heyday, my objection was reaching payday. Your transmissions from Elohim exciting me to do wordplay instead of gun spray. God's yelling parlay, but the sun can't chill. Earth's need to be enlightened, children inspired by my will. Make a meal and give hundreds of people $1,000 bills. My thoughts are fast when it thoroughly right to the gates of the mic. Will lead to vocal tone strike in a liberating maneuver. Born to spawn knowledge in the foregone, not conclusive yet elusive. To be just conducive, let's not talk with adhesive so words can stack and give a larger whole when I choose moment of impact. Momentum left cerebellum crack, jawbone moons. Self thoughts are fast when it thoroughly right to the gates of the mic. Will lead to vocal tone strike in a my thoughts are fast when it thoroughly right to the gates of the mic. Will lead to vocal tone strike in a my thoughts are fast when it thoroughly right to the gates of the mic. Will lead to vocal tone strike in a lyric fast when it thoroughly right to the gates of the mic. Will lead to vocal tone strike in a lyric maneuver. Born to spawn knowledge in the foregone, not conclusive yet elusive. To be just conducive, let's let your words keep stack. Words can stack and give a larger whole when I choose moment of impact. Momentum left cerebellum crack, jawbone moons, temple snap back. All this to show my allegiance to rap, and my voice modified by the wizards of wax. Barnacle statements with informal syntax. Word chance admit when I suffer relapse. Perhaps I'm bound to earth the rehab. Suffering from acceptance till my muscles collapse. Politicians mutate facts, ignorance and violently react. On track like the tongue of a chameleon. Electromagnetic general covert as a proper civilian. Grant me innocence on the pretense these menial executions. Save minds of the billions. Revert to the dot, based in fluorine, hidden in the ceiling. emit at a pitch to make your body twitch, as if you had an electrical glitch. Proceed at your own risk, you dig your own ditch. Plans came off without a hitch. Mentally rich, trying to get filthy, even if it kill me. Means all silky, smooth. Check this, words emit at a pitch to make your body twitch, as if you had an electric. Check this, words emit at a pitch to make your body twitch, as if you had an electrical glitch. Proceed at your own risk, you dig your own ditch. Plans came off without a hitch. Mentally rich, trying to get filthy, even if it kill me. Means all silky, smooth. Check this, words emit at a pitch to make your body twitch, as if you had an electrical glitch. Proceed at your own risk, you dig your own ditch. Plans came off without a hitch. Mentally rich, trying to get filthy, even if it kill me. Means all silky, smooth. What's in a groove? It's nobody move, nobody gets hurt. I shirk responsibility, this got nobility. Only one survivor and it gotta be me. So be conducive, I get roasted, explosive, impulsive, disorder. Send you behind death's border, cold like on the border. Reporters, walking around your tape recorders. Broadcast the warning, impending all the slaughters. Impregnation of your daughters. You ought to know the cause of war. Invasion from shore to shore. Should have heard the law. Told 4 scores or more. So just detour. Hand over your possessions. Beg my blessings. Teach your folks a lesson. No progression in aggression against the best. Dominating US, UN. I'm the end. It's too late to make amends. So close your lens and no goodbye to your friends. You're all lumped in one pot made of brimstone, stew of crimson. Welcome home. You shouldn't have cast the first stone. Ignorance I don't condone. Gather your formation, patient. There's enough rashes of annihilations. Signs and sonic eruptions, lacerate jugular, decapitation. Reacting to the insistence of hesitance and militants. Gather your formation, patient. There's enough rashes of annihilations. Signs and sonic eruptions, lacerate jugular, decapitation. Reacting to the insistence of hesitance and militants. Gather your formation, patient. There's enough rashes of annihilations. Signs and sonic eruptions, lacerate jugular, decapitation. Reacting to the insistence of hesitance and militants. A milligram lace perpetuate to phonograms, telegrams to headlands. Who lord over new serfs, who are law runs, their pride on known turfs. Hurts, fortunes that do steeple chases away land earths. Excessive burgers, plus the words, elements of the universe. Words.
Ace will praise be your burden, I'll be walking, dissolve your galaxies. Access enter through your life, even leave your spectrum scattered. Rearrange the praises, the rings, that let them expose the strings. Coming and playing and claiming they got orgasm techniques, masses, evidence flashes within the walls of the mental corridor. They complain I shattered the third eye mirror, and in the brains created the blood ego. Well, I justify my actions with defective manufacture. Shot to life is captured, but unknown if they get flipped over for sure. Flesh I'm pure. They claim virgins are evil, but that's like mistaking the original for clones and copy D and Barbie. Cause my veins is yapped with infinite wattage of static blood releases our orifices, but the specimen was damaged, clotted, cause stasis brought weight on my soul. There's no procreation, couldn't matter. Chastity belt around my mind so they can't penetrate my soul. Soul.
Life or death, check the vivid apparatus. Born to pick it up and abuse the tool the baddest. Habit of erratic to pursue cats fast. Stash of zombies presiding beneath grass. Alas, once again is the biblical fable. Brethren's fallen victim to the Cains like Abel. But thine art unable to perish under perilous contracts. I contact ancestors to recount that. I'm only like the covenant, divine, not ignorant.
Kill us thesis excellence.
As I sit down in courtyards or foreign grounds, I pull my CV to perceive where a mic might be found. Hear a faint air and sound, another generic musical compound grouped around in a manner that makes us two visionaries frown. It doesn't matter your town, quadrant or district, Rockefeller and cohorts wanna eliminate us out of this shit quick. So I glance up to my home and make a wish this musical opus will be on more lips than lipstick. Many critics diss it, say especially charged. All I know is I've journeyed far, and the cream is still not on par. But what multiply is hard, especially later. Meanwhile, the style will be ended along with the data of pinnacle or lyrical syllables. Many are able, but aptly deny responsibility. So presently, I like to say peace to Elijah D, Dr. Malachi Z, York and Revolutionary, Steve Coakley, El Hodge and Clarence, all imposing a great influence on me. I am a deity, acknowledge yourself the self, which you could do if you were pause for a second and see internally. CREBRAL, warfare.
The purest thesis of an MC's excellence. Excellence.
What is it all worth? If lesson learned, don't teach patience till I turn. Determination to burn, drive to yearn, and trust of each other's concern. Sour grapes,
they will always plot on you.
sour grapes,
Sour grapes, they will try to murder you.
murder.
Sour grapes, they will always hate on you.
Hey!
Sour grapes, sour grapes, sour grapes.
Sour grapes,
Sour grapes, they will always plot on you.
sour grapes.
Sour grapes, they will try to murder you.
You know what it is. The Great Deity Dah.
They will always hate on you.
First order of things.
Sour grapes, sour grapes.
R.A.P. Royal Mr. Great Deity Dah.
It was blessed day again, watching rap videos, gazing at saucy pictorials, sinking into REM. That's when it all began. Mortal lust brought from my brainstem, thinking, what temptress will I begin to permeate with the world's greatest essence and necessitate to procreate? So like cold air, I looked over the ill state, finding no desires from bratty objects lacking carnal weight. Smack off the slave, hip D to a poor, even if she wore a breastplate. With my eyes I articulate, let's keep up to go on a date. I got the divine sword to inhabit your body, grant you the air you wanted back when you were wearing the mafti. The great deity radiates on your lover's blonde ambition. Yeah, I beat you for par, but I could be corrected with a little menage a trois or quadra with Paula Perry as we set it off. But like Solomon, I'm down with polygamy, so on matrimony to all those who wanna grab me. A great collage of personalities, even though it doesn't include Bahamadia. She can keep it true, my honey bun on the stage. I decide to seduce hip hop.
Running up at your cognitive patterns.
Sorry to hear that.
I flipped the mic so many times it's overdone. Burning its cultured enzymes, so me and the zinc become one. The sun on a solitary mission of born knowledge and bring forth wisdom. No clarity in your perception, show your EM view, that's no direction. Disconnecting from objectives, no mental sustenance to let it live off trickle abscess. Pupils who think less and see non beyond. Vulgar fun, monotonous overrun, dim-witted puns, and I'll be charged one. Watching each one blow their lungs when they succumb to what I begun. Try to like one, but light will will be wasted like a dirt in pagan ways. So I detach my mind still like L.A. and retain most of my rays. As long as my makeup is flesh, bones, hormones, chromosomes was H2O. I slay supreme fiends, diabolical. As supreme God, within each molecule. Reaching diakinesis while you can't pass the first stage of seated. Won't use posopedic till my objective's been completed. Create spectrums to start squeezing. As natural as exhaling or breathing. Running up at your cognitive patterns.
Complex. Sorry to hear that. Complex. Sorry to hear that. Complex. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.